Good morning. My cat is looking at me and it's making me feel insecure. Welcome back to the channel. As you can probably hear by the sound of my voice, I am not doing the greatest. I have a chest infection. Yay! I have a chest infection and I've been put on antibiotics and they're definitely working. I've taken 1 day of them and I definitely feel better today, but still not 100%. I'd say maybe like 50% better. So, I don't know, I've made a video before of like when I was sick and I really enjoy looking back on the things that I get up to and what I do to kind of keep myself busy while still resting, relaxing, and looking after myself. So, I thought I'd do another one. Anyways, it's literally 9 o'clock in the morning and Gabe has so graciously made me tea. He's made me ginger, lemon, honey, sage tea to help my throat, which he always does when I'm sick, which is just the sweetest thing ever. It's not my favorite thing to eat or put in my body. Well, I just don't love the taste, but current status is I'm reading a new book on my Kindle and the book I'm reading is A Little Life. And if you know, you know. I'm about 35% of the way through and surprisingly I'm really enjoying it. This book has been on my TBR for years, but it's also obviously one of those books where you probably shouldn't read it. You know what I mean? Like I got so scared because I know it's going to be sad and so far it's been quite a lot, but it's just written so beautifully. I actually think it's one of the most beautifully written books I've ever read because the way that the author just describes the characters makes me feel like I'm literally talking to them personally. So I've just been reading, so I think I'm going to carry on doing that a bit and just laying in the bed. But yeah, it's raining, which is my favorite. We're just going to relax a little. Well, a lot actually. We're going to relax a lot. The one thing I don't love about the tea is that there's bits floating about. I hate bits in a beverage. I don't drink boba. If there's a bit in my beverage, I'm gonna die. So I'm clenching my butt drinking this. I think we can honestly and truly all agree that there is no better feeling than the feeling after taking a shower, especially when you're sick. Like I feel like it really is a reset, a rejuvenation, whatever. I just made myself some breakfast, which is baked oats. Literally just half a cup of oats, an egg, a banana, cocoa powder, baking powder, and then I put some syrup on top. And it's my favorite thing because I have such a sweet tooth. I love cake and this just feels like I'm eating cake. So I'm gonna eat that now. And then there is a new YouTuber that I found literally yesterday and I can just feel it in my bones. She is going to be a hyperfixation YouTuber. Her name is Kathleen Illustrated and she's just a crafty girl and I love crafty girls. I love crafty women. I think I'm just going to watch some of her stuff while I eat and then take my meds because my meds need to be taken on a full tummy. So, you know what I mean? Like, girl, let's eat. Let's eat and then let's take our meds. On the weekend, I decided to pick up my crochet needles. And get out my old yarn because I actually saw something on Pinterest of a crocheted star garland. And I just really thought it looked cute. And I was like, wow, I would kind of love this in the apartment. So let me show you. I have started making some stars. I initially just wanted to see if I could make them, if I was capable, and more than capable. I've made a couple. Let me show you. Okay, so here we go. Isn't that so cute? This one was definitely the wonky one, so it has to start here. Otherwise, shame. But you know what? He was my second one, so I've definitely gotten better as the time has gone on. And yeah, my thinking, these are just kind of the colors I have. I don't know if they would have really initially been my first choice of colors, but I'm also not really mad at the colors, and neither is Gabe. I wanted to initially put them in the living room, in this room, but this room actually has like a lot of decoration, a lot of things, like it's got its own personality, whereas our bedroom is like the wastelands. Our bedroom feels like the back rooms of a video game that's haunted and scary. Shame, that's like not nice, but it's just that it's got no personality at all. And we ended up thinking maybe it could be a good idea to decorate because we have high ceilings, not like very high, but high-ish, and you can see that there is like a line, I don't know how, like what the correct wording is, but there's kind of like a little ledge up there where the ceiling gets even higher. And so we've got this across the whole apartment, and we thought that it could be nice to kind of hang the star garland across that little ledge in the bedroom. Luckily these are so easy to crochet. I think I just crocheted one now while watching this video. I think it took me less than 20 minutes. I'm just gonna like crochet and then we'll see how much I can get done. This is the setup that we have going on to start my crochet endeavor this morning. I've got all the different crochet yarns right next to me, easily accessible crochet hooks. I have my bestie in the whole white. Oh my god. I thought he was mad at me. Well, yeah, I have my bestie in the whole wide world. And then I actually just made myself a coffee, which I know is not allowed when you're ill. You shouldn't be making yourself a cup of coffee, but it's just the best part of my morning. I can't explain. I mean, it's 12 o'clock now. Actually, it's not even the morning, but you know, it's just gonna be one cup. What am I supposed to do? I didn't have coffee yesterday, so... Well, I did. I had a decaf coffee. Anyways, this is the setup. I'm actually gonna get even more comfier and cozier. And I'm gonna watch so much YouTube, my brain is gonna hurt. Exactly where you left me 4 hours ago. I have quite a few more stars. A part of the reason that I'm exactly where you left me is because my bestie Erin sent a message on one of our group chats. Also, pardon the way I look. Okay, let's just pardon the way I look. She sent a message on one of our group chats and she was like, please tell me you guys have watched Off Campus. And I was like, what is that? And then she was like, it's on Prime. And then I was like, okay, I have Prime on my TV and my mom has an account, so I logged in. I think I'm now on episode 4. How many episodes are there? Classic 8, so I'm almost halfway, so maybe I'll finish the rest tomorrow, give myself a break. But I must say, I am feeling so spoiled. Because I feel like I have received the trifecta. There's no better feeling than having a TV show that you're just watching and you're glued to the screen and you're enjoying it so much and time doesn't even feel like it's passing and you literally feel like you're in a flow state, okay? There's no better feeling than that. There's no better feeling than having a book that when you're reading it, it literally feels like time isn't passing. You're not taking note of the pages that are going by. You're just reading. There's no better feeling than finding a new YouTube channel where you're just binging all the videos and the time is passing and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best time ever. I have managed to achieve all 3 of those things in one day. I started reading my book a few days ago. I found that girl's new YouTube channel yesterday and I found this series today, and I'm just so spoiled for choice on what I can treat myself to consume. Also, what's been so much fun is I've literally been putting my phone on airplane mode for like 2 hours and then I'll like to take it off airplane mode, like check my messages, make sure like work isn't burning down or anything, and then I'll put it back on airplane mode. And it's just been so lovely to disconnect. But it really has been like not even funny. Today has been a joy of a day, and I definitely feel better because I've been sitting in one place. I have been sedentary, except for my fingers because I've made a few new stars. I think that unfortunately Gabe is getting ill now because of me. Obviously, he's not feeling so good. He's like at the beginning stages, whereas I'm at like 70% of the way through. So I think I'm gonna make us dinner. Maybe I'll make us a pasta. So I'm gonna start on that because I am low-key starving. And then we're probably gonna watch Game of Thrones. Good morning. Good morning. It's the next day. I got out of bed approximately 4 minutes ago, but I've been late. I've been lazing. I've been lying in the bed maybe for like, honestly, I have no perception of time, maybe like 30 minutes. I've had tea in bed and rusks, and I've been reading a bit, so I'm feeling a little disheartened. I get a very intense sense of FOMO when the weather is good and I am not outside. And I just, like, the weather's been so bad. As much as I love the rain, which I love the rain. I also love the sun. I love it when it's a beautiful sunny day. It was like really rainy last week, and now like the weather's just so nice. Not like too hot. I would just love nothing more than to go to the park. And I was really expecting and anticipating, like honestly, truly, I was anticipating waking up this morning and feeling like feeling better. I was gonna be like, damn, because like the jump between Monday and Tuesday was huge. I didn't wake up feeling $1,000,000 better. I mean, I probably am on the up. Like, we're on the up, but I'm still ill, which is probably why I've been booked off for so long. So it's okay. Like, I'm allowed to be sick, but I'm just impatient.
You can't read it.
A raccoon and a cat can be friends, but they can also be enemies. Was that it?
What?
Was that all?
Yeah.
We have our bestie here who was making an absolute okay. He was making so much noise this morning. He was our alarm clock this morning. I don't know what he's looking at so intensely. But also he was sleeping next to Gabe in the bed, and it was so cute. He was like lying on his little head. Hey, do you have anything to say? Anyways, in my brain, a perfect day today would be literally just a repeat of yesterday. I want to sit on the couch for 4 hours straight, crochet and watch whatever that show's called, Off Campus, because I'm loving and laughing it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This feels like quite a pivotal moment for me because I am on the last season of Off Campus, and I have completed all my stars for the star garland. I've also completed the chain, and now all I need to do is sew, I don't know if you can say so, like crochet the star pieces to the chain, and then Gabe and I can hang it up together. It's 7:30. It's the last day of my booked off time off work. I'm going to be back at work tomorrow, but I will be working from home. And this just feels like the perfect end to my sick time off. You know, I got to enjoy a lovely show. I got to binge a great show. I got to craft. And I definitely can say that I'm feeling better. You can hear that I'm not 100% better, but we're on our way. Hopefully tomorrow the antibiotics will really kick in and go into overdrive, and then I'll be better. But this just feels like such a good place to... The vlog's not ending yet, but just to come to an end of the experience that was me being ill and taking 3 days off of work, because I don't think that I've ever taken 3 days off of work in my 3.5 years of working. I don't think I've ever taken 3 days off of work for 6, so this was an exciting time. Yeah, let's stitch the star pieces. Let me actually show you what I'm talking about. There, wow, it looks so cute. There we have all the star pieces on the floor, and I'm just gonna stitch with my little crochet needle all the pieces onto... I went for a black chain. I initially was thinking white, but I really didn't want to do a chain that was the same color as one of the stars. And Gabe made a comment. He said, the black is like the night and the stars with the night. And I really liked that comment. So let's stitch it. Let's watch the final 40 minutes of Off Campus. And let's round up this time together that we've spent together.